Have you ever felt like the universe has something greater in store for you, but you just can't seem to access it? What if you had the power to manifest your deepest desires effortlessly? In this audiobook, Metaphysics, the book that helps you manifest anything, you're about to uncover the hidden keys that could change your entire life. Imagine waking up every day knowing that you hold the power to create the reality you want. Whether it's financial freedom, meaningful relationships, or ultimate personal success, it's all within your reach, and it starts with mastering the laws of metaphysics. What if everything you've ever dreamed of, wealth, love, happiness, peace, was not only possible, but guaranteed once you understand how the universe works on a deeper level? This book is your blueprint for turning your desires into reality. Here, you will learn about the ancient wisdom of metaphysics and how these principles can be used in the modern world to manifest anything you set your mind to. You will uncover powerful strategies to attract abundance, overcome limiting beliefs, and elevate your mindset, setting you on a direct path to creating the life you've always desired. Metaphysics isn't just theory. It's a powerful, practical tool that anyone can use to transform their life. And the best part? You don't need to be a spiritual guru or have any special skills to harness its power. With the right understanding, you'll see just how easy it is to shape your world with the force of your thoughts, emotions, and energy. Are you ready to tap into a force more powerful than you could ever imagine? Are you prepared to take control of your destiny and manifest the life you've always dreamed of? The journey begins now. Unlock the secrets, change your reality, and manifest anything you desire. Chapter 1. The Fundamentals of Metaphysics. What is metaphysics, and why does it matter? At its core, metaphysics is the branch of philosophy that explores the nature of reality, questions about existence, energy, and the fundamental laws that govern the universe. But here's the twist. It's not just for philosophers or scientists. Metaphysics has profound implications for your life because it helps you understand how your thoughts and beliefs shape the reality you experience. Let's break it down. Metaphysics is about recognizing that there's more to life than what we see, hear, or touch. It's about understanding that we are not just physical beings. We are energetic beings living in an energetic universe. This means that your thoughts, emotions, and intentions carry energy, and this energy interacts with the world around you. When you understand this, you start to see the incredible power you hold. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are a creator. Whether you're aware of it or not, you are constantly creating your reality through the energy you emit. The foundations of reality: energy, consciousness, and connection. To grasp metaphysics, you need to understand 3 key principles. 1. Everything is energy. Science confirms that everything in the universe, from the stars in the sky to the chair you're sitting on, is made of energy. This includes your thoughts, which emit measurable frequencies. Positive thoughts emit high frequencies, while negative ones emit low frequencies. 2. Consciousness shapes reality. Your mind doesn't just observe reality, it actively participates in creating it. The way you perceive the world influences how you experience it. For example, if you believe the world is full of opportunities, you'll start noticing them everywhere. 3. Everything is connected. In metaphysics, there's no true separation between you and the rest of the universe. This means the energy you emit impacts not only your life, but the people, places, and circumstances around you. Metaphysics in everyday life. Metaphysics isn't some lofty idea that exists only in spiritual texts. It shows up in your daily life, whether you're aware of it or not. Think about those moments when you've thought about a friend, only to have them call you minutes later. Or when you've walked into a room and felt an unspoken tension in the air. These aren't coincidences. They're glimpses of metaphysical principles in action. When you start to notice these moments, you realize how much influence you have over your reality. Metaphysics gives you the tools to harness this power consciously and intentionally. A brief history of metaphysical thought. Metaphysics has been studied for centuries, appearing in different forms across cultures and traditions. In ancient Greece, philosophers like Plato and Aristotle explored questions about existence and the nature of reality. Eastern philosophies like Hinduism and Buddhism emphasize the interconnectedness of all things and the power of the mind to transcend physical limitations. Modern science, particularly quantum physics, has begun to validate many metaphysical ideas, showing how particles behave differently when observed and how everything in the universe is connected through energy. This blend of ancient wisdom and modern science makes metaphysics not only fascinating, but deeply practical. Why you need metaphysics to manifest your dreams. Manifestation, at its core, is about turning ideas into reality. But here's the catch. You can't manifest something unless you understand the principles that govern how reality works. That's where metaphysics comes in. By mastering metaphysical concepts, you'll learn how to align your thoughts and emotions with your desires, overcome limiting beliefs that block your success, recognize and shift the energy patterns that shape your life. The good news is, you don't need to be a scientist or a philosopher to apply these principles. You just need curiosity, an open mind, and a willingness to take action. Action steps for Chapter 1. 1. Reflect on energy. Spend a few moments each day observing the energy you're emitting. Are your thoughts and emotions uplifting, or are they weighed down by fear or doubt? 2. Practice conscious awareness. Throughout the day, pause to notice how your perceptions influence your reality. Are you looking for the good in situations, or are you focused on the negatives? 3. Study your beliefs. Write down 3 core beliefs you hold about life, e.g., money is hard to earn, or love is difficult to find. Reflect on how these beliefs might be shaping your experiences. 4. Experiment with energy. Choose one small goal you'd like to manifest this week. Visualize it with clarity and emotion, and pay attention to how the universe responds. By the end of this chapter, you should feel a shift in your perspective, a glimmer of excitement as you begin to see yourself not just as a passive participant in life, but as an active creator. You have the tools to start exploring the profound truths of metaphysics, and the journey has just begun. Are you ready to dive deeper? In the next chapter, we'll explore the universal laws that govern your reality and reveal how you can use them to unlock your full potential. Stay tuned. It only gets more empowering from here. Chapter 2. The Laws of the Universe. Welcome to the second step of your transformative journey into the world of metaphysics and manifestation. If Chapter 1 gave you a taste of the vast potential within you, this chapter is where we delve into the rules of the game, the universal laws. These laws govern everything in existence, from the movement of galaxies to the smallest interactions in your daily life. Once you understand and align yourself with these laws, manifestation becomes less about hoping and more about knowing. The invisible blueprint of reality. Imagine the universe as a beautifully orchestrated symphony where every note, instrument, and rhythm follows a set of rules to create harmony. These rules, or universal laws, are the blueprint behind everything that happens in our world. They are consistent, unwavering, and apply equally to everyone, regardless of background, beliefs, or circumstances. But here's the catch. Most people go through life unaware of these laws, like someone trying to play a game without understanding its rules. The result? Frustration, confusion, and a sense of being stuck. The good news is that you don't have to stay in the dark. Once you understand these laws, you'll see how simple adjustments in your thoughts, emotions, and actions can create profound changes in your reality. Let's explore the most essential universal laws, starting with the one you've probably heard of, the law of attraction. The law of attraction. Like attracts. Like the law of attraction is perhaps the most well-known of the universal laws, and for good reason. It's based on the principle that like attracts like. The energy you emit from through your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs acts like a magnet, drawing experiences, people, and circumstances that match your frequency. Think of your mind as a broadcasting tower, constantly sending out signals into the universe. If your dominant thoughts are about abundance, love, and joy, you're broadcasting high-frequency signals, attracting experiences that reflect those qualities. Conversely, if your thoughts dwell on lack, fear, or resentment, you're emitting low-frequency signals, attracting situations that perpetuate those feelings. This isn't just wishful thinking. It's a principle rooted in both metaphysics and science. Quantum physics shows us that particles respond to observation, and your thoughts are a form of energy that interacts with the world around you. Practical application. Start your day with intentional focus. Before getting out of bed, think about 3 things you're grateful for and visualize the kind of day you want to have. This simple practice shifts your frequency and sets the tone for what you attract. Pay attention to your emotional state. Your emotions are a direct indicator of your vibration. If you're feeling good, you're aligned with high-frequency energy. If you're feeling off, take a moment to reset with deep breathing or a positive affirmation. The law of vibration, the foundation of attraction. While the law of attraction gets most of the spotlight, it's actually the law of vibration that forms its foundation. Everything in the universe is in constant motion, vibrating at a specific frequency. This includes inanimate objects, living beings, and even your thoughts and emotions. When you think a thought or feel an emotion, you're tuning yourself to a specific frequency, much like tuning a radio. If you want to manifest something, you need to align your vibration with the frequency of that desire. For example, if you want to attract financial abundance, you need to feel abundant even before the physical evidence appears in your life. Practical application. Surround yourself with high vibration environments. Spend time in nature. Listen to uplifting music and engage in activities that bring you joy. These practices naturally raise your vibration. Use affirmations to align your frequency. Repeat phrases like, "I am worthy of abundance," or "I am a magnet for love and joy," with genuine belief and feeling. The law of correspondence. As within, so without. The law of correspondence teaches us that our outer world is a reflection of our inner world. If you want to change your external circumstances, you must first address what's happening internally. For example, if your relationships are filled with conflict, it might be a sign that you're harboring unresolved emotions like anger or insecurity. Similarly, if you're experiencing financial struggles, it could be linked to deep-seated beliefs about money or self-worth. This law invites you to take radical responsibility for your life. It's not about blaming yourself for challenges, but about recognizing the power you have to transform your reality from the inside out. Practical application. Begin a practice of self-reflection. Spend 10 minutes each day journaling about your thoughts, emotions, and experiences. Look for patterns that reveal how your inner state influences your outer world. Commit to inner work. Whether through meditation, therapy, or self-help practices, focus on healing and nurturing your internal landscape. The law of cause and effect. Every action has a reaction. The law of cause and effect reminds us that nothing happens by chance. Every thought, word, and action sets a cause into motion, creating an effect in your life. This law emphasizes the importance of intentionality. If you're unclear or inconsistent about what you want, the universe responds with mixed results. But when you act with purpose and align your energy with your desires, you set powerful causes into motion. Practical application. Align your actions with your goals. For instance, If you want to manifest a healthier body, make choices that reflect that intention, such as exercising and eating nutritious food. Be mindful of your words. The language you use carries energy and can either support or sabotage your goals. Choose words that affirm your vision. The law of polarity, embracing contrast. The law of polarity teaches us that everything has an opposite. For every challenge, there's a solution. For every setback, there's a lesson. This law is a reminder that contrast exists to help us grow and clarify what we truly want. When you experience difficulties, instead of resisting or complaining, ask yourself, what is this teaching me? How can I use this experience to realign with my desires? Practical application. Reframe challenges as opportunities. The next time you face a setback, look for the silver lining or the lesson it offers. Practice gratitude for contrast. Recognize that without challenges, you wouldn't fully appreciate the blessings in your life. Aligning with universal laws. Understanding these laws isn't enough. You must apply them. Think of it like learning to play an instrument. Knowing the theory is valuable, but the magic happens when you practice. As you move forward, make a commitment to observe how these laws show up in your daily life. Begin experimenting with aligning your energy, thoughts, and actions to see the impact on your reality. Remember, these laws aren't here to punish or limit you. They're here to empower you, to show you that you are a co-creator with the universe. When you align yourself with these principles, you step into a flow where manifestation becomes natural and effortless. In the next chapter, we'll explore how your beliefs, intentions, and focus play a pivotal role in shaping your reality. Get ready to dive even deeper into the art of conscious creation. Chapter 3. The Power of Thought and Belief. Imagine standing at the edge of a beautiful garden. In your hand is a single seed, small, unassuming, but holding the potential to grow into a towering tree or a bed of vibrant flowers. Now imagine that this seed represents your thoughts and the garden represents your reality. Everything you plant in your mind through your beliefs, emotions, and focus will eventually manifest in your life. This is the power of thought and belief. In this chapter, we'll explore how your mind shapes your experiences, why your belief system holds the key to unlocking your full potential, and the practical steps you can take to align your mental patterns with the life you want to create. Your thoughts are creative forces. Let's begin with a simple truth. Your thoughts are not passive. Every thought you think emits energy into the universe, creating ripples that shape your reality. This is not just a metaphysical idea. It's supported by science. Neuroplasticity, for example, shows us that the brain rewires itself based on repetitive thoughts and experiences, creating neural pathways that reinforce patterns of thinking and behavior. When you think positively and focus on what you desire, you create neural pathways that support those outcomes. On the other hand, when you dwell on fear, doubt, or negativity, you reinforce patterns that can block your success. But here's the empowering part. You can choose your thoughts. You are not a prisoner of your mental habits. With awareness and practice, you can cultivate a mindset that aligns with your highest potential. Belief systems, the subconscious blueprint. While your conscious thoughts are powerful, your subconscious beliefs play an even bigger role in shaping your reality. Think of your subconscious mind as the operating system of your life. It runs quietly in the background, influencing your decisions, actions, and perceptions without you even realizing it. The challenge is that many of these beliefs were formed in childhood, before you had the ability to question or analyze them. If you grew up hearing messages like, "Money is hard to come by," or "I'm not good enough," those beliefs may still be running the show, no matter how much you consciously want to succeed. But here's the good news. Beliefs are not permanent. They can be identified, challenged, and replaced with new ones that serve your goals. Practical application. 1. Identify limiting beliefs. Take some time to reflect on your biggest challenges. Write down any recurring thoughts or feelings related to those areas. For example, if you're struggling with money, ask yourself, what do I believe about money? Common limiting beliefs include, I'll never have enough, or rich people are greedy. 2. Challenge your beliefs. Once you've identified a limiting belief, question its validity. Ask yourself, is this absolutely true? And what evidence do I have that contradicts this belief? 3. Replace with empowering beliefs. Create new affirmations to counteract your old beliefs. For instance, if you believed, I'll never be successful, replace it with, I am capable of achieving my goals, and success is inevitable when I stay focused. The role of focus in manifestation. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. This simple yet profound concept is at the heart of manifestation. Your mind is like a camera lens, and what you choose to focus on determines the picture you create. Many people unknowingly focus on what they don't want. They think about their lack of money, their failing relationships, or their unfulfilled dreams, and in doing so, they inadvertently attract more of those experiences. The key to shifting this pattern is to train your mind to focus on what you do want, even if it hasn't materialized yet. Practical application. 1. Create a vision board. Find images, words, or symbols that represent your goals and desires. Place them on a board where you can see them daily. This visual reminder helps you stay focused on your intentions. 2. Use mental rehearsal. Close your eyes and vividly imagine yourself living your ideal life. Engage all your senses to make the visualization as real as possible. This practice trains your mind to focus on your desired outcome. 3. Redirect negative focus. Whenever you catch yourself dwelling on problems or worries, gently redirect your focus to solutions and possibilities. For example, instead of thinking, I'll never get out of debt, shift to, I'm taking steps every day to improve my financial situation. The science of gratitude. One of the most powerful ways to shift your focus and elevate your energy is through gratitude. Gratitude is more than just saying, thank you. It's about cultivating a deep sense of appreciation for what you have and what's on its way to you. When you practice gratitude, you align your energy with abundance and open yourself to receiving more of it. Studies in psychology and neuroscience show that gratitude rewires the brain, increasing happiness, reducing stress, and improving overall well-being. Practical application. 1. Gratitude journaling. Every evening, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They can be as simple as a kind word from a friend, or as significant as achieving a major goal. 2. Gratitude in advance. Start each day by expressing gratitude for the things you're manifesting, even if they haven't appeared yet. For example, say, I'm so grateful for the financial abundance flowing into my life, as if it's already happening. 3rd, gratitude meditation. Spend a few minutes each day closing your eyes and focusing on your heart. Think of all the people, experiences, and blessings in your life that you're thankful for. How to align. Thought and belief for manifestation. Manifestation isn't just about thinking positive thoughts or reciting affirmations. It's about aligning your conscious thoughts and subconscious beliefs with the energy of what you desire. This alignment creates a powerful vibrational signal that the universe responds to. Here's a step-by-step process to achieve alignment. 1. Clarify your desire. Be specific about what you want to manifest. Vague intentions create vague results. Instead of saying, I want more money, say, I want to earn $10,000 within the next 3 months. 2. Feel it as real. Imagine how you'll feel when your desire manifests. Will you feel joy, excitement, or peace? Focus on cultivating those emotions now, even before the physical manifestation appears. 3. Eliminate doubt. Whenever doubt creeps in, remind yourself that manifestation is a process. Replace thoughts like, "What if this doesn't work?" with, "I trust the process, and everything is unfolding perfectly." 4. Take inspired action. Manifestation isn't just about sitting back and waiting. Take actions that align with your desire, even if they're small. Each step builds momentum and signals your commitment to the universe. The ripple effect of aligned thoughts and beliefs. When you begin aligning your thoughts and beliefs with your desires, you'll notice subtle but profound changes in your life. Opportunities that once seemed out of reach will start appearing, relationships will improve, and you'll feel a sense of ease and flow in your daily experiences. This isn't magic. It's the natural result of working with the energetic principles of the universe. By cultivating empowering thoughts, transforming limiting beliefs, and maintaining focused intention, you're tapping into the limitless creative power within you. Final thoughts on the power of thought and belief. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have for creating the life you want. It's where your reality begins, and it's within your control. As you move forward, remember that transformation is a journey, not a destination. Be patient with yourself and celebrate every step you take toward aligning your mind with your goals. In the next chapter, we'll dive into the art of setting clear intentions, an essential skill for turning your thoughts and beliefs into tangible results. Stay with me as we continue building the foundation for your manifestation mastery. Chapter 4. The Art of Setting Intentions. Imagine standing at the beginning of a winding path through a dense forest. The destination is unknown, and the trail branches off in countless directions. Without a clear goal, you might wander aimlessly, unsure of where you're going or why. But if you have a precise destination in mind, each step you take becomes purposeful. You navigate with confidence, knowing the journey leads somewhere meaningful. This is the power of intention. Setting clear, focused intentions is the cornerstone of manifestation, giving you the ability to guide your thoughts, emotions, and actions toward your desired outcomes. In this chapter, we'll explore what makes an intention effective, why clarity is essential, and how to harness the energy of your mind and heart to bring your desires to life. What is an intention? An intention is more than just a wish or a goal. It's a declaration of purpose, infused with commitment and emotional energy. It's the bridge between your desires and the actions that bring them to life. Think of an intention as planting a seed in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. The clearer and more specific the seed, the greater the chance it will grow into something beautiful. Intentions work because they direct your focus and align your energy with the outcomes you desire. Why clarity is non-negotiable. One of the most common mistakes people make in manifestation is being vague about what they want. Saying, "I want to be happy," or "I want more money," is like telling a waiter, "Bring me some food." Without specifics, you leave too much room for misinterpretation. Clarity not only gives the universe a clear signal, but also helps you identify the steps you need to take. When your intention is precise, it's easier to visualize, believe in, and take action toward it. For example, instead of saying, "I want more money," a clear intention might be, "I want to earn an additional $5,000 this month by attracting new clients to my business." This specific statement creates a roadmap for your thoughts and actions. Practical exercise. Take a piece of paper and write down your desires in detail. Ask yourself, what exactly do I want? Why do I want it? How will I feel when I have it? Refine your statement until it feels both clear and inspiring. The emotional energy behind intentions. Intentions are not just about words. They're about the energy you bring to those words. Your emotions act as a fuel source, amplifying the power of your intentions. Think about the difference between saying, "I hope I get the job," with doubt and hesitation, versus declaring, "I am grateful for the amazing job offer I'm about to receive," with confidence and joy. The latter carries a magnetic energy that aligns with success. This is why it's essential to connect emotionally with your intentions. When you feel the excitement, gratitude, or love associated with your desired outcome, you raise your vibration, making it easier to attract what you want. Practical exercise. Close your eyes and visualize your intention as if it has already come true. Imagine the sights, sounds, and feelings associated with it. Allow yourself to feel the emotions deeply. The more vividly you can experience the joy, excitement, or relief, the more powerful your intention becomes. Aligning intentions with values. For an intention to truly resonate, it must align with your core values. If your goal conflicts with what's most important to you, you'll experience internal resistance, making it harder to manifest. For example, if you value freedom but set an intention to take on a demanding job that limits your time, you may subconsciously sabotage your efforts. On the other hand, when your intentions align with your values, you feel energized and motivated to pursue them. Practical exercise. Reflect on your core values. What matters most to you in life? Freedom, security, creativity, connection, or something else? Assess your intentions. Do they align with your values, or do they create conflict? Adjust your intentions to reflect what's truly important to you. The role of visualization is one of the most powerful tools for amplifying your intentions. When you imagine your desired outcome with clarity and emotion, you create a mental blueprint that your subconscious mind works to bring into reality. Athletes, entrepreneurs, and high achievers across all fields use visualization to enhance their performance and achieve their goals. The brain doesn't distinguish between real and vividly imagined experiences, which means visualization can condition your mind for success. Practical exercise. Set aside 10 minutes each day for visualization. Close your eyes and imagine your life as if your intention has already manifested. See it, hear it, feel it, and experience it fully. Focus on the emotions of gratitude and joy, reinforcing your belief that your intention is already on its way. Combining intention with action. An intention without action is like a car without fuel. It has potential, but won't go anywhere. While the universe responds to your energy and focus, it also requires you to take steps toward your goals. Inspired action is different from forced effort. It comes from a place of alignment, where you feel guided and motivated to move forward. These actions may be small, like making a phone call or researching an opportunity, but they create momentum that supports your intention. Practical exercise. Write down 3 small actions you can take today to move closer to your goal. These actions should feel manageable and aligned with your energy. Commit to taking at least one of these actions each day, trusting that each step brings you closer to your intention. Trusting the process. One of the biggest challenges in manifestation is letting go of control and trusting the process. It's natural to want immediate results, but manifestation operates on its own timeline. When you set an intention, think of it like planting a seed. You wouldn't dig up the seed every day to check if it's growing. Instead, you water it, provide sunlight, and trust that nature will do its work. The same principle applies to your intentions. Once you've set them, continue to nurture them with positive energy, inspired action, and patience. Trust that the universe is aligning circumstances to bring your desires to fruition. Practical exercise. Whenever doubt arises, remind yourself that delays are not denials. Repeat affirmations like, "Everything is unfolding perfectly, even if I can't see it yet." Practice gratitude for the progress you've made and the opportunities that are on their way. The ripple effect of clear intentions. When you set clear, focused intentions, you'll notice a ripple effect in your life. Opportunities will appear seemingly out of nowhere. You'll feel more confident, motivated, and aligned with your purpose. This isn't just coincidence. It's the result of aligning your energy and actions with the natural flow of the universe. By mastering the art of intention setting, you're laying the foundation for a life filled with purpose and abundance. Final thoughts on setting intentions. Setting intentions is one of the most empowering practices you can cultivate. It transforms your desires from abstract ideas into focused, actionable goals. More importantly, it aligns your energy with the outcomes you want, making manifestation a natural and joyful process. As we move into the next chapter, we'll explore how to overcome the blocks and resistance that can arise during manifestation. These challenges are a normal part of the journey, and with the right tools, you can navigate them with confidence and ease. Stay tuned as we continue this transformative journey together. Chapter 5: Overcoming Resistance and Breaking Through Blocks. Let's begin with an image. Imagine trying to sail a boat, but the anchor is dragging on the ocean floor. The wind is in your favor and the sails are full, but you're not moving forward. This is what resistance feels like in the process of manifestation. Despite your intentions, focus, and actions, something unseen seems to be holding you back. Resistance is a natural part of the manifestation journey. It shows up as fear, doubt, procrastination, or even external obstacles that seem to block your path. But here's the good news. Resistance is not a permanent roadblock. It's a signal, an invitation to look deeper, grow, and align yourself more fully with your desires. In this chapter, we'll explore how to identify resistance, uncover its root causes, and transform it into fuel for your success. What is resistance? Resistance is the internal force that pushes against your progress. It can take many forms. Limiting beliefs, thoughts like, "I'm not good enough," or "this will never work for me." Fear of change, worries about stepping out of your comfort zone or facing the unknown. Self-sabotage, behaviors like procrastination, overthinking, or giving up too soon. External challenges, situations or people that seem to create obstacles in your path. Resistance is not inherently bad. It often arises when you're stepping into new territory, pushing beyond your current limits, or pursuing something deeply meaningful. Recognizing it as part of the process can help you approach it with curiosity and compassion rather than frustration. How to identify resistance in your life. The first step in overcoming resistance is awareness. You can't address what you don't see. Resistance often hides in subtle patterns or emotions, so it's important to pay attention to your inner and outer experiences. Signs of resistance. You feel stuck or stagnant despite your efforts. You experience recurring negative thoughts or doubts about your goals. You find yourself avoiding tasks or making excuses. You notice patterns of fear, anxiety, or frustration related to your desires. Practical exercise. 1. Take a moment to reflect on an area of your life where you feel blocked. Write down any thoughts, feelings, or behaviors that seem to be holding you back. 2. Ask yourself, what am I resisting? What am I afraid of? What's the worst that could happen if I move forward? This exercise is not about judging yourself, but gaining clarity. Resistance loses much of its power when you bring it into the light of awareness. The root causes of resistance often stems from deeper underlying causes. Understanding these roots can help you address them effectively. 1. Fear of failure. The fear of not succeeding can prevent you from even trying. You might think, what if I put in all this effort and it doesn't work out? 2. Fear of success. Surprisingly, success can be just as intimidating as failure. You might worry about the responsibilities or changes that come with achieving your goals. 3. Limiting beliefs. These are subconscious stories you've internalized, often from childhood or past experiences. For example, if you grew up hearing, "Money doesn't grow on trees," you might resist financial abundance. 4. Perfectionism. The belief that you need to get everything right can lead to paralysis. You hesitate to act because you fear making mistakes. 5. Attachment to the comfort zone. Even when your current situation isn't ideal, it can feel safer than venturing into the unknown. Transforming resistance into growth resistance is not your enemy. It's a teacher, pointing you toward areas where you need to grow, heal, or realign. Here's how to work with it. 1. Acknowledge it. Denying or suppressing resistance only makes it stronger. Instead, acknowledge it without judgment. Say to yourself, "I see you, and I'm willing to understand you." 2. Reframe your fear. Fear often disguises itself as a protector, trying to keep you safe from potential pain. Thank your fear for its intention, but remind it that you're capable of handling challenges. 3. Rewrite limiting beliefs. Once you've identified a limiting belief, replace it with an empowering one. For example, change. "I'm not good enough" to "I am worthy and capable of achieving my desires." Break it down. Resistance often feels overwhelming because you're focused on the big picture. Break your goal into smaller, manageable steps. Celebrate each step as progress. 5. Embrace imperfection. Perfection is an illusion. Give yourself permission to learn and grow through trial and error. Each mistake is a step closer to success. The power of emotional release resistance is often tied to unprocessed emotions, fear, anger, sadness, or guilt that need to be acknowledged and released. Suppressing these emotions keeps them trapped in your energy field, creating blockages. Practical techniques for emotional release. 1. Journaling. Write freely about your feelings. Don't censor yourself. Let the words flow. This practice can bring clarity and relief. 2. Breath work. Deep, conscious breathing can help release pent-up emotions and restore balance. Try inhaling for a count of 4, holding for 4, and exhaling for 4. 3rd movement. Physical activity like dancing, yoga, or even a brisk walk can help release emotional energy stored in the body. 4. Seeking support. Sometimes, talking to a trusted friend, coach, or therapist can provide the safe space you need to process and release emotions. Shifting focus to possibilities. One of the most effective ways to overcome resistance is to redirect your focus from obstacles to possibilities. When you dwell on what's not working, you amplify the energy of resistance. Instead, shift your attention to what's possible, what excites you, and what steps you can take right now. Practical exercise. Each morning, write down 3 things you're excited about or looking forward to. This practice trains your mind to focus on positive possibilities. Whenever resistance arises, ask yourself, what's one small step I can take toward my goal today? The role of patience and trust manifestation is not a linear process. Resistance can make it feel like you're taking 1 step forward and 2 steps back, but this is part of the journey. Growth often happens in cycles, with moments of expansion followed by moments of reflection and recalibration. Trust that even when progress feels slow, the universe is working behind the scenes. Resistance is not a sign that you're failing. It's a sign that you're evolving. Breaking free, a story of transformation. Let me share a story about a friend named Sarah. She had always dreamed of starting her own business, but every time she thought about taking the leap, she felt paralyzed by fear. Her inner dialogue was filled with resistance. What if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? Through journaling, Sarah uncovered a limiting belief she'd carried since childhood, that success was only for other people. With this awareness, she began rewriting her story. She started taking small, courageous steps, like researching her business idea and networking with like-minded individuals. The process wasn't easy, but each time resistance showed up, Sarah treated it as an opportunity to grow. Over time, her confidence blossomed and she launched her business. Today, Sarah looks back and sees resistance not as a roadblock, but as a teacher that helped her become stronger and more resilient. Final thoughts on overcoming resistance? Resistance is a natural part of the manifestation process. It's not here to stop you. It's here to guide you. By approaching it with awareness, compassion, and a willingness to grow, you can transform resistance into a powerful force for change. In the next chapter, we'll dive into the essential practices for raising your vibration and maintaining alignment with your desires. Together, we'll explore how to sustain the momentum you've built, even in the face of challenges. Stay with me as we continue this empowering journey. Chapter 6: Raising your vibration to align with your desires. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to attract abundance, joy, and success effortlessly? It's as if life conspires to give them everything they desire. The truth is, these individuals have mastered the art of raising and maintaining their vibration. Your vibration is the energy you emit into the world, shaped by your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. When your vibration aligns with your desires, you become a magnet for the experiences and opportunities you seek. In this chapter, we'll delve into the profound connection between energy and manifestation, exploring practical strategies to elevate your vibration and sustain it. This isn't about toxic positivity or pretending everything is perfect. It's about cultivating an authentic state of alignment where you can thrive. Understanding vibrational energy. At its core, everything in the universe is energy. From the chair you're sitting on to the thoughts in your mind, everything vibrates at its own unique frequency. Manifestation works because like attracts like. Your vibrational frequency determines the experiences you attract. When your energy matches the frequency of your desires, you create resonance, a state where opportunities, ideas, and connections flow to you with ease. On the flip side, when your vibration is dominated by fear, doubt, or negativity, you repel the very things you're trying to manifest. Imagine tuning a radio. If you want to listen to a specific station, you have to adjust the dial to the correct frequency. Similarly, if you want to manifest abundance, love, or success, you must align your vibration with those frequencies. Why raising your vibration matters. Think of your vibration as your personal signal to the universe. When you're vibrating at a high frequency, feeling joy, gratitude, love, and excitement, you send out a signal that attracts positive experiences. But life isn't always easy. Challenges, setbacks, and emotional turbulence can pull your vibration lower. This doesn't mean you're doomed. It simply means you need to recalibrate. The key is not to stay in low vibrational states for too long, but to learn how to lift yourself up when needed. Elevating your vibration is not about ignoring negative emotions or forcing yourself to feel good. It's about developing tools and practices that help you process emotions, release negativity, and return to a state of alignment. Practical strategies to raise your vibration. 1. Gratitude. The ultimate vibration. Booster gratitude is one of the most powerful ways to raise your vibration instantly. When you focus on what you're thankful for, you shift your attention from lack to abundance. Gratitude rewires your brain, helping you notice more positive aspects of your life. Exercise. Each morning, write down 3 things you're grateful for. Be specific. Instead of, I'm grateful for my family. Try, I'm grateful for the heartfelt conversation I had with my sister last night. Feel the gratitude as you write. 2. Mindful presence. The power of now. When you're fully present, you release the energetic weight of past regrets and future anxieties. Being in the moment allows you to align with the flow of life, where manifestation becomes effortless. Exercise. Practice mindfulness by focusing on your breath for a few minutes each day. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back to the present moment. 3. Music and sound healing. Sound has a direct impact on your vibration. Uplifting music, chanting, or sound healing instruments like singing bowls can help elevate your frequency. Exercise. Create a playlist of songs that make you feel joyful, inspired, or peaceful. Play it whenever you need a vibrational boost. 4. Nature, a natural energy reset. Spending time in nature is one of the simplest ways to raise your vibration. The Earth's natural energy grounds you, replenishing your body and spirit. Exercise. Take a walk in the park, sit under a tree, or simply step outside and feel the sun on your face. Notice the beauty around you and let it lift your energy. 5. Declutter your environment. Your physical space reflects your inner energy. Clutter and disorganization can weigh down your vibration, while a clean, harmonious space uplifts it. Exercise. Choose one area of your home to declutter. As you let go of items that no longer serve you, imagine releasing old energy to make room for new opportunities. Releasing emotional baggage. Elevating your vibration often involves letting go of heavy emotions that no longer serve you. Suppressed anger, resentment, or guilt can act as energetic anchors, keeping you stuck in lower frequencies. Steps to release emotional baggage. 1. Acknowledge your emotions. Allow yourself to feel what's present without judgment. 2. Express safely. Write in a journal. Scream into a pillow or talk to a trusted friend. 3. Forgive yourself and others. Forgiveness doesn't mean condoning harmful behavior. It means freeing yourself from the weight of resentment. 4. Focus on healing. Seek practices like meditation, therapy, or energy healing to support your emotional release. The role of relationships in your vibration. The people you surround yourself with influence your vibration more than you might realize. Positive, supportive relationships uplift you, while toxic or draining connections can pull you down. Steps to create vibrational alignment in relationships. 1. Assess your circle. Reflect on how the people in your life make you feel. Do they inspire and uplift you, or drain your energy? 2. Set boundaries. Protect your energy by saying no to relationships or situations that consistently lower your vibration. 3. Seek high vibe connections. Surround yourself with people who align with your values and encourage your growth. Sustaining high vibration in daily life. Raising your vibration isn't a one-time event. It's a practice. Life will continue to throw challenges your way, but with the right tools, you can maintain your alignment. Daily practices to maintain a high vibration. Morning routine. Start your day with uplifting habits like meditation, affirmations, or exercise. Midday. Check in. Pause during the day to assess your energy. If you're feeling low, take a few deep breaths or listen to an inspiring song. Evening reflection. End your day with gratitude and reflection, focusing on what went well and what you're looking forward to. The ripple effect of high vibration. When you raise your vibration, you don't just transform your own life, you also impact those around you. Your energy becomes a beacon, inspiring and uplifting others. This ripple effect creates a positive feedback loop, amplifying the energy of manifestation. Imagine walking into a room filled with laughter and joy. The energy is contagious, lifting your spirits. Now imagine being the source of that energy, radiating positivity wherever you go. This is the power of living in high vibration, a story of vibrational alignment. Let me share a story about a man named Alex. For years, Alex struggled to manifest his dream job. He focused on his goals, set intentions, and took action, but nothing seemed to work. Frustrated, he decided to shift his approach. Alex began focusing on raising his vibration. He practiced gratitude daily, spent time in nature, and let go of resentment toward his past employers. As his energy shifted, so did his external reality. Within months, Alex received a job offer that exceeded his expectations. Looking back, he realized it wasn't just his actions, but his energy that made the difference. Final thoughts on raising your vibration. Raising your vibration is one of the most transformative practices you can cultivate. It aligns you with the energy of your desires, making manifestation effortless and joyful. By incorporating the tools and strategies in this chapter, you'll create a foundation of alignment that supports every area of your life. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to maintain this alignment even during challenging times. Life isn't always smooth, but with resilience and trust, you can navigate any storm while staying connected to your inner power. Let's continue this journey together. Chapter 7. Resilience in the Face of Challenges. Manifestation isn't a straight path. It's more like a winding road with ups, downs, detours, and obstacles. While it's easy to stay aligned and motivated when things are going well, the true test of your manifestation journey lies in how you handle setbacks and challenges. Life will throw curveballs, and your response determines whether you stay aligned with your desires or get stuck in frustration and doubt. This chapter is about resilience, the ability to bounce back, adapt, and continue moving forward no matter what life throws at you. Resilience isn't about suppressing pain or pretending challenges don't exist. It's about cultivating the inner strength to face adversity, learn from it, and grow stronger. Together, we'll explore how to navigate difficult moments without losing sight of your goals, maintaining your vibrational alignment even in the toughest times. The nature of challenges in manifestation. Every challenge you face has a purpose. While it may not feel that way in the moment, challenges are opportunities for growth and realignment. They reveal limiting beliefs you need to release, habits that no longer serve you, or lessons you need to learn to step into the next level of your journey. Think about a time in your life when you faced a major obstacle. It might have been painful, frustrating, or overwhelming, but looking back, you can likely see how it shaped you. Perhaps it made you more resilient, taught you something valuable, or led you to an unexpected opportunity. Challenges are not the universe's way of punishing you. They're stepping stones to your growth and expansion. Reframing challenges as opportunities. The first step to resilience is shifting your perspective. When faced with adversity, it's natural to feel like a victim of circumstances, asking, "Why is this happening to me?" But what if you reframed the question? Instead of, "Why me?" ask, "What is this teaching me? How can I grow from this?" Practical exercise. 1. Think of a current challenge you're facing. Write down all the emotions, fears, or frustrations it's bringing up. 2. Now ask yourself, what is the silver lining? What lessons could this challenge hold for me? 3. Write down one positive action you can take, no matter how small, to move forward. Reframing challenges doesn't mean dismissing your emotions. It means choosing to see the bigger picture, recognizing that every obstacle is part of your journey toward alignment and manifestation. Cultivating emotional resilience. Emotional resilience is the ability to navigate difficult emotions without being consumed by them. It's about feeling your emotions fully, allowing them to move through you, and then choosing how to respond. When challenges arise, It's tempting to suppress emotions like anger, sadness, or fear. But suppression doesn't make these emotions go away. It stores them in your energy field, creating blocks. Instead, practice acknowledging and processing your emotions in a healthy way. Steps to build emotional resilience. 1. Name the emotion. When you feel overwhelmed, pause and name what you're experiencing. Are you sad, angry, or anxious? Naming the emotion helps you create distance and avoid being consumed by it. 2. Feel it fully. Allow yourself to feel the emotion without judgment. Cry if you need to. Scream into a pillow or sit quietly with your feelings. Emotions are energy in motion. They need to be expressed to be released. 3. Shift your energy. Once you've processed the emotion, take a step to shift your energy. Go for a walk, listen to music, or focus on gratitude. Strengthening your inner dialogue. Your inner dialogue, the way you talk to yourself, plays a huge role in how you handle challenges. When setbacks occur, it's easy to fall into self-criticism or doubt. Thoughts like, "I'll never succeed," or "I'm not good enough," can spiral into a lower vibrational state. To cultivate resilience, you need to become your own greatest supporter. Speak to yourself with kindness and encouragement, especially during tough times. Practical exercise. 1. Pay attention to your inner dialogue during challenges. Write down any negative thoughts or self-criticism that arise. 2. Replace each negative thought with a positive, empowering affirmation. For example, change "I can't handle this" to "I am capable and resourceful, and I will find a way through." 3. Repeat these affirmations daily, especially when challenges arise. The power of trust and faith resilience is deeply tied to trust. Trust in yourself, in the process, and in the universe. Challenges often test your faith, making you question whether your desires are truly possible. But manifestation requires unwavering belief, even in the face of uncertainty. Trust doesn't mean ignoring reality or pretending everything is fine. It means holding on to the vision of your desires, even when the path isn't clear. It means believing that the universe is working behind the scenes, aligning opportunities and resources for your highest good. Practical exercise. 1. Reflect on a time in your life when something worked out unexpectedly or better than you imagined. Write about it in detail. 2. Use this memory as a reminder of the universe's ability to create miracles, even in challenging times. Resilience in action, adapting and pivoting. Sometimes, challenges require you to adapt or pivot. Holding on to a rigid plan can create frustration when things don't go as expected. Instead, embrace flexibility. Trust that the universe might have an even better path for you than the one you envisioned. Steps to adapt and pivot. 1. Assess the situation. Take a step back and evaluate what's working and what isn't. 2. Be open to change. Ask yourself, what other possibilities exist? How can I approach this differently? 3. Take inspired action. Move forward with an open mind, trusting that every step is leading you closer to your desires. A story of resilience and manifestation. Let me share the story of Maya. Maya had always dreamed of starting her own bakery. She poured her heart and soul into her business plan, only to face setback after setback, financial struggles, supply chain issues, and even a failed launch. At one point, Maya felt like giving up. But instead of succumbing to frustration, she chose to reframe her challenges. She saw each setback as a lesson, refining her plan and strengthening her resolve. Maya also practiced gratitude daily, focusing on the support she received from friends and family. Eventually, things began to shift. A mentor appeared, offering guidance and resources. A chance conversation led to a partnership that transformed her business. Today, Maya's bakery is thriving, and she looks back on her challenges as the very things that prepared her for success. Final thoughts on resilience challenges are inevitable, but they don't have to derail your manifestation journey. With resilience, you can navigate setbacks, learn from them, and continue moving forward with faith and determination. Resilience is not about being unshakable. It's about being adaptable, resourceful, and aligned. By cultivating emotional resilience, strengthening your inner dialogue, and trusting the process, you can face any obstacle with confidence. In the next chapter, we'll explore the importance of inspired action and how to recognize the signs and opportunities the universe places on your path. Together, we'll learn how to take bold, aligned steps toward your desires while staying connected to your intuition. Stay with me as we continue this journey of transformation. Chapter 8: The Power of Inspired Action. When it comes to manifestation, there's a common misconception that simply thinking about your desires or visualizing your dream life is enough. While these practices are certainly powerful, they are only one part of the equation. The truth is, manifestation requires action, specifically inspired action. Inspired action is the key that bridges the gap between your dreams and reality. It is the action you take when you are aligned with your desires, when you are operating from a place of intuition and purpose, rather than force or desperation. But what does inspired action really mean, and how do you know when to take it? Often, we are so focused on our goals that we forget to listen to the subtle signs and intuitive nudges that guide us toward the right actions. Inspired action doesn't feel like a chore or something you have to do. It's an action that feels right, that aligns with your highest purpose, and that moves you closer to your goals. When you begin to understand and trust the process of taking inspired action, everything begins to flow with ease. Understanding inspired action. Inspired action is different from ordinary action. It's not about pushing yourself to do something because you think it's what you should do, or because it feels like the only option. Instead, it comes from a place of intuition, where you feel a sense of flow, excitement, and alignment. It's an inner knowing that urges you to take a step forward, even if you don't have all the answers yet. Inspired action often comes with a sense of ease, even though it may challenge you to step outside of your comfort zone. One of the key differences between inspired action and regular action is the energy behind it. Regular action is often driven by fear, pressure, or a sense of obligation. You do things because you feel like you have to, whether it's to meet an expectation, fulfill a responsibility, or avoid a negative outcome. Inspired action, on the other hand, is fueled by a sense of purpose, excitement, and trust in the process. It doesn't come from a place of fear or scarcity, but rather from the belief that your desires are already on their way, and you are simply taking the next aligned step to bring them to fruition. How to recognize inspired action. Many people struggle with the concept of inspired action because it's often subtle and can be easily overlooked. Inspired action is not always a loud, dramatic push to do something. It can be a quiet whisper, an inner knowing, or a sudden idea that feels right. So, how do you recognize it when it shows up in your life? Here are some signs that the action you're considering is inspired. 1. It feels aligned. When you think about taking the action, you feel a sense of ease and flow. It doesn't feel forced or overwhelming, even if it challenges you. You feel an inner resonance that tells you this is the right next step. 2. It feels exciting or inspiring. Inspired action often sparks a sense of excitement or inspiration. Even if it requires effort or courage, there is an underlying sense of joy or anticipation that motivates you to move forward. 3. It feels like the right timing. Inspired action is always in alignment with the flow of your life. When it's the right time to take action, you will feel an inner prompting, a nudge that tells you now is the moment. There is no rushing or forcing. You simply know it's time to move. 4. It feels aligned with your values. Inspired action is deeply connected to your core values and your higher self. It aligns with your purpose and brings you closer to living in accordance with your truest self. 5. It feels effortless or natural. When you take inspired action, you feel like you're being guided by something larger than yourself. It doesn't feel like a struggle, but rather like you are riding a wave of positive momentum that's leading you toward your desires. The role of intuition in inspired action. One of the most important tools you can develop in your manifestation journey is a strong connection to your intuition. Intuition is the inner wisdom that guides you toward the right decisions and actions. It's that gut feeling, that inner voice, or that quiet knowing that tells you what to do next. The more you listen to your intuition, the more you'll start to notice the inspired action that comes from it. Your intuition speaks to you in subtle ways, often through feelings or a quiet inner knowing. It's easy to dismiss these nudges, especially when your logical mind tells you to play it safe or stick to the plan. However, when you ignore your intuition, you are likely resisting the flow of life, and you might find yourself stuck or moving in the wrong direction. Practical exercise. To strengthen your connection to your intuition, take a few minutes each day to practice stillness. Sit in a quiet space, close your eyes, and breathe deeply. Ask yourself, what is the next step I need to take? Then, sit in silence and see what comes up. Trust whatever thoughts or feelings arise, and notice how your body responds. You may receive a simple answer, an image, or even just a sense of clarity. The more you practice this, the stronger your intuition will become, guiding you toward the inspired action that is in perfect alignment with your desires. Overcoming doubt and fear when taking inspired action. Taking inspired action often requires stepping outside of your comfort zone. It may involve taking risks, trying something new, or confronting your deepest fears. Fear and doubt are natural responses to change, especially when you're doing something new or unfamiliar. However, it's important to remember that fear does not need to stop you. It's simply a sign that you're growing, evolving, and moving beyond your current limitations. The key to overcoming doubt and fear is to acknowledge them, but not let them dictate your actions. Instead of letting fear paralyze you, shift your focus back to your vision, your purpose, and the trust you have in the process. When you're in alignment with your desires, you know that taking inspired action is the best way to move toward them, even if the path isn't clear. Practical exercise. The next time you feel fear or doubt arising when it's time to take inspired action, pause and ask yourself, 1. Is this fear based on a past experience or limiting belief? 2. What is the worst case scenario? What is the best case scenario? 3. What would happen if I took this action despite the fear? By examining your fears, you can often realize that they are not as powerful as they seem. This simple exercise can help you push through doubt and take action with more confidence. Aligning with the flow of life. One of the most powerful aspects of inspired action is that it allows you to align with the flow of life. Manifestation is not just about effort. It's about surrendering to the natural rhythms of the universe. When you're aligned with the flow, taking inspired action becomes effortless. Think of yourself as a surfer catching a wave. The wave is the flow of life, and when you align yourself with it, you ride the wave effortlessly. However, when you try to paddle against the current or force your way through, you expend unnecessary energy and struggle. Manifestation is like surfing. When you align with the wave, everything moves forward with ease. Practical exercise. To align with the flow of life, spend some time each day tuning into your feelings and intuition. Ask yourself, What is the next step that feels right for me today? Then take that step, no matter how small it may seem. Trust that each action is moving you closer to your desires, and know that you don't have to force anything to happen. Inspired action and practice, a story of transformation. I want to share a story about a woman named Lily, who faced many challenges while working toward her dream of becoming an author. Lily spent years writing and revising her manuscript, but she faced constant rejection from publishers. She was discouraged, but one day, as she was walking in the park, she had an inspired thought. What if she self-published her book instead of waiting for a traditional publisher to recognize her work? This idea felt right to her. It resonated with her on a deep level. Despite her fears about not being good enough or not knowing how to navigate the self-publishing world, Lily took action. She spent hours researching, learned the ins and outs of self-publishing, and within months, her book was available for purchase. Not only did it become a bestseller, but it also connected her with a global community of readers who deeply resonated with her work. Lily's success didn't come from force or struggle. It came from taking inspired action that felt right to her. She trusted her intuition, embraced the flow, and took the steps that were aligned with her desires. Final thoughts on inspired action. Taking inspired action is the secret ingredient that turns your manifestations into reality. It's the bridge between your inner desires and your outer experiences. By learning to listen to your intuition, recognize the signs of inspired action, and overcome doubt and fear, you will begin to see how effortless and magical manifestation can be. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to fine-tune your manifestation process by incorporating tools such as visualization, affirmations, and rituals that amplify your vibrational alignment. Let's continue this journey step by step as you unlock the true power of manifestation in your life. Chapter 9. Visualization and Affirmations, Amplifying Your Manifestation Power. Visualization and affirmations are two of the most powerful tools you can use to amplify your manifestation efforts. Both practices tap into the energy of your desires and help you align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with your goals. When done correctly, visualization and affirmations can help you shift your mindset, reprogram your subconscious, and bring your manifestations to life. However, it's important to understand that simply visualizing your desires or repeating positive affirmations without feeling the emotions behind them won't yield the results you're looking for. The key to manifestation is emotional alignment. You must not only see and say your desires, but also feel them in your body and believe in them with unwavering faith. When you combine these tools with genuine emotion and belief, you unlock an incredible power that accelerates the manifestation process. The power of visualization. Visualization is the act of creating a mental image of your desired outcome. It's about imagining, in vivid detail, what your life would look like if you had already achieved your goals. The more you can immerse yourself in this mental picture, the more real it becomes. The brain doesn't differentiate between real and vividly imagined experiences, which means that when you visualize your dreams, your brain and body respond as if they are already happening. When you visualize your desires, you begin to feel the emotions of having already achieved them. For example, if you're visualizing a dream vacation, imagine the excitement you would feel as you board the plane, the warmth of the sun on your skin, the beauty of the destination, and the joy of being there. The more you can connect to those emotions, the stronger your vibrational frequency becomes. The universe responds to that frequency by bringing you closer to the experiences and opportunities that align with it. Practical exercise. To make the most of your visualization practice, find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths to relax. Now, begin to visualize your desires in as much detail as possible. Imagine the sights, sounds, smells, and feelings associated with your goal. The more vivid and immersive the experience, the better. Feel the emotions associated with achieving your dream, whether it's excitement, pride, gratitude, or joy. Allow yourself to bask in those feelings as though your desire is already real. The key here is consistency. Make visualization a part of your daily routine, even if it's only for a few minutes. Over time, you'll notice that your desires begin to manifest more easily because you are aligning your energy with them. Affirmations. Rewiring your subconscious mind. Affirmations are short, positive statements that help to reprogram your subconscious mind and replace negative, limiting beliefs with empowering ones. When you repeatedly affirm a statement, your subconscious begins to accept it as true, and your reality starts to shift accordingly. The power of affirmations lies in their ability to influence your thoughts, emotions, and actions in a way that aligns with your desires. Many of us have subconscious beliefs that hold us back from manifesting our dreams. These beliefs are often formed from childhood experiences, past failures, or societal conditioning. Affirmations help to replace these limiting beliefs with new, empowering ones that support your manifestation journey. By consistently repeating affirmations that are aligned with your desires, you begin to rewire your brain to focus on abundance, success, and possibility, rather than scarcity, fear, or doubt. Practical exercise. To use affirmations effectively, create a list of positive statements that align with your desires. For example, if you want to manifest more abundance, you could affirm, "I am deserving of unlimited abundance, and it flows to me effortlessly." If you want to manifest a healthy relationship, you might say, "I am worthy of love, and I attract healthy, supportive relationships into my life." The key to effective affirmations is to state them in the present tense, as if they are already true. For example, instead of saying, "I will be successful," say, "I am successful." Now practice repeating these affirmations daily, ideally in the morning or before bed when your mind is most receptive. As you say each affirmation, feel the emotions of already having your desire. The more you feel it, the more powerful the affirmation becomes. The power of combined visualization and affirmations. While both visualization and affirmations are powerful individually, their true magic lies in their combination. When you visualize your desires and affirm them at the same time, you are sending a clear, strong signal to your subconscious mind and the universe. This combination amplifies your manifestation power because it combines both the emotional and cognitive components of the process. As you visualize your desires, affirm the thoughts and beliefs that support them. For example, if you're visualizing your dream home, affirm, "I am worthy of owning my perfect home," or "I am attracting the ideal home for me right now." Allow the visualization and affirmation to flow together seamlessly. As you imagine yourself living in your dream home, feel the emotions of joy, gratitude, and excitement, and affirm these feelings with your words. This powerful combination helps you stay aligned with your desires and keeps you in the energy of abundance and possibility. Creating a manifestation ritual with visualization and affirmations. One of the best ways to ensure that you stay consistent with your manifestation practices is to create a ritual that incorporates both visualization and affirmations. A ritual is a set of intentional, repeated actions that help you align with your desires and create a sense of purpose and focus in your life. When you have a ritual, you are more likely to commit to the practices of visualization and affirmation, and this consistency will pay off in the long run. Practical exercise. Design your own manifestation ritual by combining visualization and affirmations. Here's a simple framework you can follow. 1. Set the intention. Start by clearly stating your intention for the session. For example, today I am aligning with my desire to manifest a new job. 2. Visualization. Spend 5 to 10 minutes visualizing your desire in vivid detail. Feel the emotions of already having it and allow yourself to experience the joy, gratitude, and excitement. 3. Affirmations. After visualization, repeat your affirmations aloud, connecting deeply with the energy of your desires. Focus on the words and allow yourself to feel the truth of them. 4th, gratitude. End your ritual by expressing gratitude for the manifestation process. Thank the universe for aligning you with your desires and trust that everything is unfolding perfectly. Overcoming resistance to visualization and affirmations. While visualization and affirmations are powerful, they can sometimes bring up resistance, especially if you have deep-rooted limiting beliefs or fears. For example, if you've been affirming that you are worthy of success, but your inner critic keeps telling you that you're not good enough, it can feel frustrating. Similarly, if you're visualizing abundance but feel deep down that money is hard to come by, it can create inner conflict. When resistance arises, the key is to be gentle with yourself and not judge your feelings. Instead of forcing yourself to believe something that doesn't resonate, start where you are. If your affirmation feels too far-fetched, adjust it to something that feels more believable. For example, instead of affirming, "I am a millionaire," you might start with, "I am open to receiving abundance in all forms." Over time, as you continue to practice, your resistance will soften and the positive beliefs will take root. Visualization, affirmations, and action. Visualization and affirmations are powerful, but they need to be paired with action. Manifestation is a co-creative process, meaning that the universe does its part, but you must also take inspired action. Visualization and affirmations align your energy, but it's the action you take that moves you toward your goals. As you visualize and affirm your desires, remain open to the signs and opportunities that come your way. Trust that the universe will present you with inspired action and take it when it feels aligned. By combining the power of visualization, affirmations, and action, you create a powerful manifestation momentum that accelerates your desires. Final thoughts on visualization and affirmations. Visualization and affirmations are two of the most potent tools in the manifestation toolkit. When you use them with intention, belief, and emotion, you activate the vibrational frequency of your desires, sending a clear signal to the universe. Remember, consistency is key. Practice visualization and affirmations daily, and stay open to the inspired action that follows. In the next chapter, we will explore the importance of gratitude and how it elevates your manifestation power even further. Get ready to discover how gratitude can accelerate your journey and bring more of what you desire into your life. Stay with me as we continue to unlock the full potential of your manifestation practice. Chapter 10. The Transformative Power of Gratitude. As we reach the final chapter, we come to one of the most profound and transformative tools in the manifestation process: gratitude. Gratitude is not just an emotion. It is a powerful force that can shift your entire vibration and act as a catalyst for attracting your desires. When you truly grasp the power of gratitude, it becomes a magnetic force that draws more of what you are grateful for into your life. It is not just about saying thank you for the things you already have. True gratitude is about cultivating a deep sense of appreciation for everything in your life, including what is yet to come. Why gratitude is the secret ingredient. Gratitude is often overlooked in the manifestation process, but it is, in fact, the missing link that ties everything together. The law of attraction works by aligning your energy with the frequency of your desires. If you are focused on what you lack or what is missing from your life, you will continue to attract more of that energy of lack. However, when you focus on what you are grateful for, you immediately shift your energy into a state of abundance and appreciation. Gratitude is an energy that tells the universe, "I am already abundant," and the universe responds by bringing you more reasons to feel that way. Gratitude activates a powerful law in the universe, the law of increase. This law states that whatever you focus on and appreciate, you will attract more of. So, when you are grateful for the small things in your life, whether it's a warm cup of coffee, a smile from a stranger, or the beauty of nature, you are sending out a signal to the universe that you are open to receiving even more blessings. The more you practice gratitude, the more your life becomes a reflection of the abundance and beauty that you recognize and appreciate. The emotional frequency of gratitude. The key to gratitude's power lies in the emotions it stirs within you. When you feel gratitude, your vibration increases significantly. Gratitude is a high-frequency emotion, and the higher your vibration, the more aligned you become with your desires. Think of your vibration as a tuning fork. When you are vibrating at a higher frequency, you are more in tune with the energy of abundance, love, and possibility. This is why gratitude is one of the most effective ways to shift your frequency and open the doors to manifestation. Practical exercise. Take a moment right now to think of 3 things you are grateful for in your life. It could be something simple, like the warmth of your bed, or something more profound, like the support of your family. As you think about these things, feel the gratitude swell in your chest. Let the feeling of appreciation fill your body and allow it to expand. The more intensely you feel the gratitude, the more powerful the shift in your vibration. Gratitude in daily life. A practice. Incorporating gratitude into your daily life is a transformative practice. When gratitude becomes a habit, it shifts the way you see the world and the way you manifest. The beauty of gratitude is that it can be practiced at any moment and in any situation. Whether you are feeling grateful for something big or small, the energy of appreciation has the power to shift your reality. One of the simplest ways to make gratitude a part of your daily routine is to keep a gratitude journal. Each morning or evening, take a few moments to write down at least 3 things you are grateful for. These don't have to be monumental things. Sometimes, the smallest moments of joy can have the most profound impact. Whether it's the sound of birds chirping outside, a kind word from a friend, or the fact that you have food to eat, each small acknowledgement sends out ripples of abundance into your life. As you write, be sure to focus on the feeling of gratitude. It's not just about listing the things you are thankful for. It's about embodying the emotion of thankfulness. When you allow yourself to truly feel the gratitude, you are elevating your vibration to a place of resonance with the universe. Gratitude and letting go of resistance. Another powerful aspect of gratitude is its ability to help you release resistance. Resistance is the inner tension or block that prevents the flow of energy from moving toward your desires. Often, resistance shows up as fear, doubt, or anxiety. These emotions are rooted in the belief that your desires are not already yours, or that you have to struggle and fight for them. Gratitude is a gentle yet powerful way to dissolve resistance. When you are grateful for the present moment, when you focus on what is already abundant in your life, you begin to let go of the need to control the future. You stop obsessing over the outcome and instead trust the process. Gratitude allows you to surrender, knowing that everything you desire is already on its way. Practical exercise. The next time you feel resistance or anxiety about manifesting your desires, take a deep breath and turn your attention to gratitude. Start by acknowledging one thing you are thankful for right now. As you do this, notice how your tension begins to dissolve. Gratitude will help you release the fear of not having enough and shift your focus to what you already have in abundance. The universal language of gratitude. Gratitude is a universal language. No matter where you are in the world or what your background is, gratitude speaks to the soul. It is the language of the heart, and the universe understands it deeply. When you express gratitude, you're sending out a signal of appreciation that resonates across all dimensions, connecting you with the energy of abundance and possibility. Every time you feel grateful, you are tapping into a deeper layer of your consciousness. You are aligning with the truth that abundance is all around you, and you are open to receiving it. The more you practice gratitude, the more you become aware of the countless blessings that surround you every day. You begin to see the beauty in the smallest details of life, and your awareness expands. The universe mirrors this energy back to you, creating a cycle of perpetual abundance. Gratitude and manifestation, a powerful partnership. Gratitude plays a pivotal role in the manifestation process. While visualization and affirmations are incredibly effective, it is gratitude that truly activates the law of attraction in your life. When you feel gratitude for what you already have, you align with the energy of abundance. And when you are aligned with abundance, you magnetize more of it into your life. It's important to understand that gratitude is not just about getting more. It's about being more. It's about embodying the energy of abundance in the present moment, not waiting for the future to manifest your desires. When you live in a state of gratitude, you are essentially telling the universe, "I am ready to receive," and the universe responds by bringing more of what you are grateful for into your life. Gratitude in manifestation rituals. As with visualization and affirmations, gratitude can be incorporated into your manifestation rituals. Gratitude amplifies the energy of your desires, making it a perfect complement to the other tools you're using. After each visualization session or affirmation practice, take a moment to express your gratitude for the manifestation process and for the blessings that are already on their way. Practical exercise. At the end of your daily manifestation ritual, take a few minutes to close your eyes and focus on your heart. Feel the energy of gratitude flowing from your heart space and let it expand outwards. As you do this, say thank you for the manifestations that are already on their way to you. Feel the excitement and joy of receiving these blessings and trust that they are coming to you in perfect timing. Gratitude is the ultimate key to unlocking the abundance and success that you desire. It shifts your vibration, dissolves resistance, and aligns you with the frequency of your desires. When you make gratitude a part of your daily practice, you create a ripple effect of positivity, joy, and abundance that spreads throughout every area of your life. As you continue on your manifestation journey, remember that you don't need to wait for your desires to manifest in order to feel gratitude. Instead, cultivate a sense of appreciation for everything you have right now. The more grateful you are, the more you will attract into your life. Gratitude is not just a practice. It's a way of being. It's a reminder that everything you need is already within you and that the universe is always conspiring in your favor. This is not the end, but rather the beginning of your incredible journey. Manifestation is a continuous process of aligning with your highest potential and trusting that everything is unfolding perfectly. With the power of gratitude, you can continue to manifest with ease, joy, and boundless possibility. Stay in this energy and watch as the universe responds to your open heart and grateful soul. As we come to the close of this audiobook, I want to express my deepest gratitude for your commitment to this journey of self-discovery, transformation, and manifestation. You've taken the time to explore the powerful principles that can help you manifest your dreams, and now you are equipped with the tools to bring those dreams into reality. But remember, this is not just a one-time practice or a quick fix. Manifestation is an ongoing journey, a lifelong partnership between you and the universe. It's about staying in alignment with your desires, trusting the process, and being open to the abundance that surrounds you. From understanding the foundation of the law of attraction to learning how to visualize and affirm your desires, each step you've taken has brought you closer to the life you've always envisioned. The exercises in each chapter, whether they focused on setting clear intentions, dissolving resistance, practicing gratitude, or embracing the emotional alignment necessary for manifestation, are all designed to help you create a life that truly reflects your inner desires and highest potential. The most important lesson to carry forward is this: trust the process. Manifestation is not about forcing things to happen. It's about allowing them to unfold naturally in the perfect timing of the universe. You've done the work. Now trust that the universe is working in your favor. Your desires are already on their way to you. Stay grounded in gratitude, remain positive in your thoughts, and take inspired action when the opportunity arises. The universe will respond to your aligned energy, and the results will be nothing short of magical. Your manifestation journey continues. As you continue to apply the practices and techniques you've learned throughout this audiobook, remember that your manifestation journey is unique. There will be times of growth, moments of doubt, and periods of incredible clarity. Embrace them all with an open heart and mind, and know that you are always supported. Manifestation is not about perfection, but about progress. Every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to the life you deserve. Keep going, stay inspired, and trust that everything you need is already within you. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your manifestation journey. I hope that this audiobook has inspired you to step into your power, align with your desires, and take the steps necessary to create the life of your dreams. The universe is always on your side, and with every thought, every emotion, and every action, you are creating the future you desire. Stay committed to your growth. Keep using the tools and techniques shared, and remember, manifestation is an exciting, fulfilling, and ongoing process. Keep the energy of abundance and gratitude alive in your life, and watch as your dreams unfold into reality. Thank you for listening, and may your path ahead be filled with endless possibilities and abundant blessings.